While quite a few reviewers of firearms expend any number of rounds through a firearm before reviewing them, I prefer to review a firearm almost right out of the box. I like to unbox them, field strip them, lubricate them according to the manufacturer's recommendations, or, based on my own experience, take them to the range and shoot them. And I like my viewers to experience, as best as I can convey, what I experience when shooting them. Of course, I cannot expect you to experience the ataraxy that I feel when a firearm is running perfectly, nor do I expect you to feel the frustration when things are not going quite as expected. But, and hopefully, I can convey the facts of the shooting experience. Once thoroughly cleaned and properly lubricated, the CZ75 Compact was ready for some range time. MagTech 124 grain FMJ served as the base evaluation fodder for some 6-hour V-Crown 124 grain and 147 grain passing through for defensive load testing. A silhouette target was set at 7 yards for function and accuracy testing. Once I figured out how the pistol liked to be aimed and the trigger pulled, I would move on to my favorite drill, the Mozambique drill, to test double action to single action transitions. The CZ75 Compact does not have the trigger of the CZ75V Omega, which is a much nicer trigger. The trigger pull of the CZ Compact is 11 pounds and 13.1 ounces in double action mode, and 5 pounds and 4.3 ounces in single action mode. The double action trigger travel is long. It begins with a little free-floating take-up, as the trigger is pulled, an audible and tactile click presents itself. This is the safety notch, or the quarter cock position. The trigger can rest at this point, wherein the pistol is in double action mode. At this point, there is a little bit more free play in the trigger. Continuing to pull the trigger to the rear, which seems like a long distance, the hammer drops. Up to that point, the pull is smooth. The trigger does not stage at any point in the trigger pull. However, with practice, you can determine a point at which the trigger is about to break. The point is more of a sense of where the trigger finger is during the trigger stroke. It is a developed feeling through practice. With practice, you can sense the position of the trigger before the break. This is a useful feature for target shooters and who are not under a time constraint. In defensive mode and with normal trigger operation, the staging point is easily passed, but is still present if you look for it. In single action mode, there is quite a bit of take-up until a slight resistance is felt. After this, there is a slight bit of weighted travel to work through until the hammer drops. The trigger break is crisp in both double action and single action modes. Reset, however, is fairly short, and reset point is detected pretty easily. The magazine release button takes a shift in my grip to press, but the magazine drops cleanly. Magazines fall free and without interference or hang-up. Likewise, the mag well is easy to find, and magazines are inserted easily and lock up tight. The front and rear sights, while small, are easily visible, even with my old eyes. Some of that is attributed to the fact that the sights are fluorescent and glow. Under bright sunlight, they are excellent. Under low light conditions, a quick blast with a light source brightens them up. The sights on the CZ pistols are a complaint by many. They seem to work for my old eyes. A good set of night sights would be an improvement, I suppose, but the standard sights work for me. The safety lever is well defined and quick to work. A simple pressing down of the lever with the thumb, as with the 1911 pistol, to take it off safe, and a press upward to place the pistol in the safe mode. There is no decocking. The safety acts just like that on a 1911 pistol, and those accustomed to a 1911 will have no issues with the safety lever. The CZ75 Compact did quite well. No failures of any kind, apart from those of the shooter. The CZ75 Compact performed flawlessly, which is something that I have come to expect and respect from these pistols. For a compact pistol, the ergonomics of the grip and weight of the pistol makes it very pleasing to hold, and felt recoil is very mild, but snappy, due to the short barrel of the pistol. The grip is slightly shorter than the full-size CZ75, and is comparable to a Glock G19, which means that my little finger is right at the bottom of the grip, and is resting on the magazine base plate, which is of polymer. Accuracy of the pistol is more than this shooter can wring out of it. But Mozambique drills, double-action first shot is a challenge, keeping the sights aligned and on target throughout the trigger pull. Transition to single action also takes some getting used to. I was practicing from double action, condition 2 from the quarter cock rest, and single action, condition 1, first shot shooting. While I prefer condition 1, I am also very comfortable with condition 2. And that would be the way that I would carry this pistol, as I do the Beretta and other CZ pistols. So let me quit babbling and let you see how the CZ75 Compact and I worked out at the range.